lineup for the New Jersey Nets. Well, first, they're going to go through the entire net team. Kenny Anderson, who turned in a real good effort Saturday night, helping to get the Nets back into the ballgame.
Some creativity with the bounce, huh?
That's right. St. George had a rough shooting night. 2 of 10 in that ballgame. Doug Lee. Raphael Addison, who I won't say Raph's been a surprise. He's just been a positive to this team this year.
Great influence on and off the floor.
And we'll get the introduction of the starting lineups right now. One of the interesting aspects of this series between the Nets and the Cavaliers is Cleveland's ability to get to the free throw line. Drazen Petrovic, who wound up amongst the NBA leaders in scoring in the top 20. Mookie Blaylock amongst the NBA leaders in steals. But Mook's really got to step it up in this ballgame.
Yeah, he sure has. And defensively, I thought he played a little better, to be honest with you. It's the offense that's been a struggle. So get everybody else involved a little.
That's right. Dish it off, get it out, get it to somebody else. Bowie at center. Morris and Coleman will be the forwards. Game 3 of the best of 5. The Cavaliers have won the first 2, and we're set for the opening tip-off. The officials, Ed Efrush, Tommy Nunez, and Mike Mathis. Bill Fitchell on the sideline. Bill, talking about the discrepancy or the disparity at the free throw line. In 6 games this year, the Nets have gone to the free throw line 95 times against the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have shot 216 free throws. That's 216 to 95. And in
scares you, doesn't it?
What?
It does scare you.
And
it's
you know,
intimidating
if you hadn't seen any of the games, you'd say, "Oh, their officiating must be bad."
Killing the Nets.
No, I don't think you could point it at that at all. It's the officiating has been good. I think the problem has been for the Nets the situation involving the Cavaliers and their aggressiveness, and they go to the hoop a lot better than the Nets. We check out the matchups. The man who's going to throw up the opening tap, the ceremonial opening tap, is a man who has had one heck of a career in the NBA, and before that at Syracuse, Dave Bing. Dave still looks like he can go out there and play.
Dave, everything he's done in life, it's been done to the best of his ability. Now as a businessman, an incredible success story, despite the economy. Out there in his hometown, or where he makes his home, I should say, in Detroit. Actually a DC guy, but a terrific performer. And Lenny and saying a lot of battles against one another.
And the tip is controlled by the Cavaliers. Doherty gets it to Price. We're underway. It's Mookie Blaylock against Price. Sanders guarded by Morris. Here's Price. And look at this. They've got Petro on Kerr now. 7 on the 24. Kerr can fire him from 3. Knocked away by Mookie. Blaylock on the steal. He'll get the easy deuce, and the Nets are in front. Forget the steal. The fact that Cleveland went about 19 to 20 seconds before they could even think of getting off.
They had to work, huh?
Yeah. Here's Nance. Didn't take him long that time.
You want those kind of shots. Look at this. Pretty good look, I thought. Derrick had to slow down, and we got a little piece of equipment popping off the camera, too. That'll be under the other way.
Ball was never touched by anyone in bounds. So Cleveland will put it into play. Sanders to Kerr.
That's one, if the receiver keeps running, he may have gotten the ball.
Yeah. Coleman against Nance. Pretty good defense.
Nice rebound here.
Good rebound. Oop. Derrick was looking up court, didn't expect the pass. Good luck to Morris. Oh, pretty.
Cut, and good things will happen. We've said that about Derrick all year long, but almost a turnover to backcourt. You're right.
That's right. He didn't expect the ball back there. Morris was expecting the pass, though, for the 2. Here's Kerr looking for the equalizer, and we're even at 4.
It was obvious the last game that Lenny Wilkins was trying to spread it around. You may look for more of that, or the Nets taking away those 2 people we mentioned on the open, Doherty and Price.
Bowie with the miss, and the rebound, Sanders. Here's Price. Had eyes. Ooh, Mookie was breaking down floor. Kerr's open. That's what happens when you try and cheat a little and it doesn't happen for you. Somebody's going to be free, and it was Kerr.
Well, he can knock him down. They tried to leave Sanders the free guy. He hurt them the other night.
Here's Drazen to DC. Oh! Power move and gets the roll.
But not to the foul line.
No.
That's, you know, not that it was a bad non-call, but they got to get to the foul line somehow. And you like a whistle once in a while, too.
Every once in a while. Give me a whistle. Here's Kerr.
You're not even Irish and you want your whistle wet.
Great play by Morris, but Nance on the follow, and Morris was there to bother him. Bowie outlets it over to Petro. Kerr back with a Petro. 4-3 off the mark. Nance with the rebound. Here's Price.
Good balance.
Sanders, and he had a real hot hand.
Unerring, haven't they? I mean, all the open jumpers have gone down. That's scary.
He was 7 of 10 in that second game after going 0 for 2 in the first. Cavaliers shot 54% in that second game. Petro,
pretty good cut. Unfortunately, once you get in close, this is a terrific shot blocking team, but his cut almost sent, look at the distance they kept to. Nance is great at giving the cushion.
Morris comes right back to hit the jumper. Mo's second basket, and we're even at 8. 8:40 remaining first quarter.
Bowie looks like he's trying to be a little more physical with Darty, fighting for position. Got to move him out of that box area.
Here's Price darting to Darty. Knocked away nicely, but Price comes up with it. In case you haven't seen this team before, they do miss occasionally. And Petro lost it. Good call. Tommy Nunez made it.
Sure was. Kerr got back quickly. Petro, looking for that quick jumper, and the defense reacted well.
Cleveland 10, the Nets 8. 8:20 left first quarter. Darty fouled by Bowie. Sam nearly got to it. It's one of those, you see it going over your head, you say, I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it, and you just can't.
Step late. Right now, neither club able to run their stuff, settling for a lot of jump shots and things of that nature. Pretty good post.
Yeah. Coleman with the rebound. And on the turnover, it'll go over to the Cavaliers.
Remember the 4 empty trips in the first quarter the other night? We alluded to 2 blocks, 2 simple turnovers. Got to get shots.
And I'm going to give you another pen.
Yeah, I have a little trouble.
This was a Cleveland Cavalier pen that they gave us, and it just exploded on you, kind of, didn't it?
It's a 2-man game.
Try this.
In Cleveland. Thank you. Let's hope they don't explode on the Nets.
Here's Darty. 7 on the 24. Sam stayed with him. Comes to Kerr. 3 on the 24. He got it off. Coleman went for the rebound. Kerr, what a feed to Nance, to Darty, and Bowie with a great block. Here comes Morris, the Nets in the run. Mookie to Coleman. Counted and one. No, they didn't call a foul.
No, good run, though. Set up by some good D, forcing the tough shot by Kerr.
Sam Bowie, very aggressive on that particular play. Here's Nance. Bowie, rebound.
You don't mind those from that deep. Be patient when it's not there. Sam may have had that and dribbled himself out of one, huh?
Here's Petro. Got it off.
Patience.
Give him half a step, and he'll make positive things happen.
Maybe even a half a second.
That's right. Give him a quarter of a second. Wow. Rebound by Nance. Here's Price. Will he miss 2 in a row?
How about the peek, too, as all good shooters to see where the action is over his shoulder. Got to rebound on that end.
We're tied at 12 and 12 with 6.5 left in this first quarter.
Drazen has been active off the curl. Should be able to get some jump shots over Kerr.
Coleman to Morris. Nice feed, the double team, and Coleman recognized it. Mo has 6 points. That's by 4. I'll check it. That's by 2. Here's Kerr.
Good job on that post screen.
Petro helping out the double team.
Give it to Drazen, huh? Drazen on the help out, but defensively The Cavs had the better of the shot blocking. That time, igniting a fast break, and the unselfish play continues by the Nets.
Pretty good start for the Nets. They've hit 7 of their first 9 shots and lead it by a score of 14-12.
And Spence, while we have a second, if you'd like the great taste of Bud Light, you have to make the best call of the night. Ask for Bud Light, because everything else is just a light.
You mentioned those offensive rebounds, Bill. 4-zip in favor of the Cavaliers.
And if you remember, a lot of easy turnover situations went the Cavs' way. You've got to make things happen, particularly against a strong club like this.
See Mookie push through that time, and that makes it so much easier.
Here's the late double, and they're leaving Nance alone. Pretty good reaction defensively all over.
5 of the 24. Morris knocked it away. Petro has the basketball. Petro on the run. Gives to Morris. Puts it home. Counted it 1.
Got to create easy baskets. They're a better basketball team when they're in the open floor. And where does it start? Defensively. You show you're into a game. Defensively, it creates situations, and send it in, C. Morris.
And Mo off to a great start. He has half the net points, 8 of 16, make it 9 of 17. And the Nets lead it, their biggest lead, 5 points, 17-12. 5:25 left first quarter. This is Price.
A little two-man action here, and the nice double here by Draz.
Nance.
Well, what you're doing is you're rotating a little guy towards Nance. It's got to be a big guy. Got to like a guy like Derek or Sam.
Here's Sam Bowie. And we get a foul.
DC, 4-4 on, no?
Mookie.
And right here's that rotation late and with smaller people as Draz tries to double the box and then react to the other box. Can't do it against Nance, huh?
No, he's a tough man. 17-14. Nets by 3.
Oh, come on!
Board's got you a little confused that they're late putting numbers up. It's playoff time. You got to be ready. Huh?
I'm ready. We're ready. We're ready.
Good post defense caused that little turnover.
Yeah. John Williams in the lineup. Sanders leaves. Williams, who in the 2 games thus far has averaged 16.5 points, 33 points in 2.
Sam should be able to get shots off here on Williams.
Petro, one-handed rebound, puts it home. Mike Mathis made the call. It's before.
That hurts. He got a basket. He extricated his hand, Draz. That's the strength. He got himself to the Bill wants the basket and one. Here's Sam. An errant toss. But look at Draz's size. He can't get the left arm. The foul was earlier, but you say, hey, give me the goal.
Sure. So it's net ball. Second team foul on the Cavaliers. Morris on the switch, loses control of it. Nance gets it over to Kerr.
Another empty one.
Williams. Mookie with the block and another good one. Here's Petro.
Look at this. Oh, I thought he had him, did you? The fake three and go to the goal.
Mookie, Blaylock for a deuce. Mookie's second field goal. Again, the Nets by 5. And Petro doing it with a pass and doing it well thus far.
He has stepped up in that area. Here's the fake slice cut for the deep 3, huh? That's tough.
Kerr buries it.
Just notice Draz is trying to hide behind the pick to take him as he cuts through. Nice step back play by Kerr.
Kerr, who's the all-time NBA leader in 3-point field goal percentage. Good pick and roll. Bowie to the hoop. Won't go. Bowie on the follow, counts it.
How about that activity?
Yeah.
You get down and up again.
21-17, Nets by 4.
Now Sam's struggling on the offensive end. Got to play good D. Got to contribute. Don't let your fielding affect your hitting, or vice versa. Huh?
Sometimes it can, psychologically. Here's Nance. Gets the roll. 6 points for Nance.
Tough match right there by Morris. 4 Morris.
Petro against Kerr.
That's a good shot because it's a size opportunity.
Cavs can tie here.
And nobody paid attention, huh? Got away with one.
Mookie with the rebound to Petrovic. 3 against 3. Coleman. DC through the lane.
But right at Nance, too. I mean, Nance couldn't have asked for anything better, but he just elevates. Sure. Bring it down to me. That's open floor. Quick hitters. Extremely effective. Sam stepping up after struggling a little bit offensively. The miss, back down, and that deft touch, and no question, was off the rim. Pretty good defense so far. Got a shot.
Cast presented by authority of the NBA and the New Jersey Nets, intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the NBA, the Nets, and Sports Channel is prohibited. I did that in one breath. When I smoked cigarettes, I couldn't do that in one breath. Let me tell you.
Guess what? I think Daugherty's going to have to touch it soon.
That's
you
right.
see that zipper up there?
And look at Bowie take it away from Price. Here's Sam. Will jam.
Nice play.
Sam's second basket. Nets their biggest lead by 6, 25-19.
And Sam keeping him away from touches. That's key. Guarding anybody that's pretty good offensively.
Nance, Morris stayed with him, counted in one.
Could be either way. Could have been Mookie down there digging, or Christopher Morris.
So Nance picking up the offensive effort here, 8 points.
They've been keeping their dribble alive during this series. Have you noticed Daugherty and Nance bouncing themselves into that area where it's awfully tough to defend?
Terry Mills going to give Morris a rest. Good start for Christopher. 9 points to lead all the score. And Nance completes the second free throw on the first free throw on the three-point play. He's got 9.
Now Morris probably doesn't like coming out, and we know he doesn't. But you've got to match up size-wise. That's why Mills is in. They've been getting beat by bigger people. Look at that with the right hand.
And is strong.
He is.
8 points for Coleman. He's a perfect 4 for 4. Morris is 4 for 4. So the two forwards 8 for 8. Another steal. Mookie has it. And fouled by Price.
The quick giveaway. Well, Mr. Coleman, he's been a tower of strength, but Bill puts Mills in. Size matchup. That dribbling penetration sets up a pretty tough release.
That's with you. I know you like the assist numbers on relative to baskets. 10 assists on 13 baskets.
Pretty darn good, yeah. Right? Well, they are successful. I was hesitating to see if the pick and roll developed.
Here's Daugherty. He got over. Greg Elo has it. Second chance.
It's a shame. That's the one we just alluded to earlier. They got to get that one.
Elo with his first basket, 29-24. Nets by 5, a minute and a half left first quarter. Petro open for a moment, 4-3 off the 24-second clock, out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavs.
And Spencer, to complete that thought, when they're passing to one another, it's because of the motion. There's action. It's when they're standing still, they can't create for one another.
Sam looking for the ball. Sam got the foul. Little nickel dimer.
Yeah, a little small change.
And if you look down the other end, there were some nickel dimers, perhaps, if you want to look good from the net side, that have not been called.
Pretty good step through in any league.
Tate George set to come into the lineup. Nets are over the limit now. And Sam with a second person. And Daugherty, 29 of 31 from the line coming into this game in the first 2. Dudley will give him a rest. Petro will also get a rest. As Tate George leaves. And so does Sam Bowie.
Sam played him very well. Defensively, yeah, extraordinary.
Now it's up to Dudley to try and pick up the pace.
They were wooing there a little bit, huh? The other night, a little woofing. Dudley and Daugherty. Maybe they had some tough practice sessions.
3-point net lead. They've led by as many as 7. There's Tate George posting up. And Tate George, who, as you mentioned, did not shoot well at all in Cleveland in game 2, 2 of 10. Comes up with a hoop.
A little back screen set that up, and they switch Cleveland.
Sanders with a miss. Mills goes for the rebound, but Cavaliers have it again. Another second chance.
You see that push off too?
Yeah.
Right. Legally, but look at this running to the floor by Mills.
No foul. That's wow. Got to call it both ways. That lead suddenly down to 3. Cavs with the basketball. Here's Daugherty.
Tough shot. Sure was. On cue, huh?
Tough shot.
Yeah, turn.
1, 2, 3.
Face it away.
Now, Nets can play for 1. About a second differential between the game and time clock. Nets with a 1-point lead.
Well, that little play by Mills hurt because you don't convert, don't get the free throw. That was a little too quick, huh?
It certainly was, because the Cavaliers have plenty of time to grab the lead now. Price looks up with 8 seconds.
Little mistakes.
For 3. A break for the Nets here, and second chance for Sanders. And that'll do it. First quarter comes to an end, but there's too many second chance opportunity. That's the negative for the Nets. The positive is a very well played first quarter in which they shot very well and found the open man, and they lead it by 1. The left of your screen, a former Net, a #1 draft choice, Jim Jones, and Denny Schreiner, who does the play-by-play for the Cavaliers.
Denny Schreiner, Jim Jones, a great player at Marquette, but Denny Schreiner, don't play golf with him. He's a 1 handicap at Firestone.
Is that right?
Today he had 5 birdies, took money from Bill Chesney and Dick Miller. Dick's the head of the U.S. Open at Baltusrol in a couple of years, so stay away from him. Jones I'll play against. Jimmy said he struggles like the rest of us.
Not Denny.
But Denny, forget it.
31-30. Nets with a 1-point lead as we start the second quarter. Coleman. Let's keep it alive, and Coleman has the basketball.
Nice body use to get his man a little deeper.
For 3 for DC. Dudley with the rebound and the foul.
Oh, okay. I thought that was going to go against 4 duds. He made a great move, didn't you?
Yeah.
Elo underneath gets tagged with it.
Just underway second quarter. Nets lead at 31-30. Coleman posting up against Williams.
Look at
nice
that speed,
move.
huh?
Hit from behind and knocked away. Good defensive play that time by Sanders.
Should have been a kick-out pass. Nobody out to guard him. Down and through. Oof. He dodged a bullet when he just started.
Bills comes down with it.
Won't see take Elo unless they switch in low.
Mookie, tough shot. Dudley. Clobber. Out of the line to shoot, too. Sanders picks it up.
Earlier, Tate got a low post because Elo switched and Price took Tate. He was down inside, but when Elo's straight up, Tate will be facing the goal. And hold on, huh?
Yeah.
Trips compliment it when you make free throws.
Well, free throws have been a big factor in the Cavaliers' victories over the Nets.
He does have a few grazers during the course of the season, huh? And I'm not talking about heifers out there looking for a little seed and grass. Scrapers. There we go.
2 for Dutch. And that's just fine if you can make 50% of them. And the Nets lead by a deuce. Just underway, quarter 2. Game 3, best of 5. Nets need a win to stay alive.
Good help by Dutch.
On a pass by Price to guard. He shoved the elbow out.
Big
put it home.
Lead. Slam. A little hooker. The Duds did a nice job to regain position. Oh, should be Derek, yep.
Oh, but he's going to get a tee now. Got to get a tee.
That's the attitude you don't need. I mean, he did it. So, admit, look at that. I mean, he cleared the guy out. Now, if that didn't get the stick, you might be out of the game in front of your house. You know, he used to throw this. If you lived on a hill, you never get the ball back. Derek
gets the free throw.
Posher. Now, Dave Bing was here, or is here, and has a lot of influence on DC, and I'm sure that will be chatted about post-game.
There's no need for it, particularly in a game like this. You know, you want to say something, glare at the referee or whatever, and then go play.
Same kind of a
Take
play.
the roll, and Tate George got his hands on it, but the Nets don't get the basketball. 9 of the 24. Sanders. Price with 5 of the 24. Coleman. Mookie. Tate George puts it home and 1.
Nice recognition of the trailer, Spencer. Derek talking to Mike Mathis. He's going to get another one. Got to be careful, but this is a nice look as Tate kept coming, got him up and down. And you can't keep after officials. This is into your living room. The slide by enables him to get the contact. 2+.
Now, you made your point once. Don't keep going because you're going to pay.
See, the Nets have 2 guys like that. Here's Duds with the left arm. Don't need it. That's how you get in trouble, and they start shooting early in the period on the free throw line.
That's the second team foul on the Cavaliers. We have played less than 2 minutes. Cavs getting in foul trouble early. They have 3. Rookie almost with a steal.
Pretty good denial by Derek on the box. Williams can't get position.
Mills comes up with another steal for the Nets. 3 against 2. Mookie takes it so pretty.
What a ball fake. And you know who was really huffing and puffing coming down? As the trailer, Coleman. Didn't quit on it.
36-33. Nets with a 3-point lead. Here's Nance.
Good call because Daugherty held Coleman the first time as he cut through. Had his hand on his shirt. And Daugherty tried. Now watch this now. Now watch the shirt. Look at the shirt. See? Great shot, guys and gals.
Mike Masters caught it. So the ball belongs to the Nets. 9.5 left in the half. Here's Tate George. Coleman.
In traffic, power. Where they got this. See now, that's a call that maybe came out of some derisive. Now he knows. That's the wry smile. Okay, now let's just play is the message on that one. That shouldn't work that easily. That's a screen away. Coleman gets tagged with it.
And right here, we've got a lot of action. 9:13 left in the half. Nets with a 3-point lead, 36-33. Cavaliers 8 turnovers, leading to 13 net points, and the 6 net turnovers are not resulting in a point for Cleveland. Nets are getting those fast break baskets off the turnover.
Well, you take away the set defense, which has been tough against them.
Nance, count it, and 1.
Got to give it to Mills. I thought it may have been George down in there. In the 3-second lane, you're at a distinct disadvantage. Once the guy gets it in here, he is the king. There's the slap, and then the late one. Of course, Tate with assistance from the back.
12 points now for Nance. He leads all the scores in the ball game. Coleman tops the Nets with 10. And we're tied at 36. Nets have led by as many as 7. Tate George, good dish to Mills.
Getting to the goal, essential. Makes opportunities available with that dribbling penetration, huh? Breaks defenses down.
Draw people, and then you've got free people.
There's the little motion offense. Back screen, a lot of gang tackling.
24.
Look at Tate with Daugherty, and they don't go back to him.
Elo.
Boy, that's a no-no with him.
Whoops. Break for the Nets as Kerr could come up with it. Mookie.
Tony Wilkins likes those mismatches. Expects you to read them.
Coleman. Nice block by Nance. And Kerr has the basketball. Nance, the leading shot blocker amongst NBA forwards.
3, right? Because he's really improved that shot.
Yeah.
But they've got 3 big guys who can run the floor, and that's another asset.
One of the differences in this series. Here's Mills, good position, good fake. Uses the glass, won't go. Daugherty with the rebound to Kerr.
A hurry, a change caused by the defense.
Williams with a Satchel Paige hesitation move.
How about those steps, too? I mean, gigantic. Not for mankind, but for the Cavs.
We're tied at 38 with 7.5 left in the half.
Get back, get set, make them work. I think that's key for the Nets. It was a difficult, tough shot.
Mills is fouled. Coleman, that is, was fouled.
They give it to Daugherty? I don't know.
Danny Ferry comes in for Daugherty. And Petrovic back into the lineup for the Nets for Mookie Blaylock. Trying to check who the foul was on.
Yeah, Tommy Nunez is going to check.
Coleman. Power move, won't go. Tip back over to Elo. Cavaliers with the ball and a chance to grab the lead. Elo to Nance. It's a foul, Dudley.
And they've been able to run that play the first game and the third tonight. Going to it a little more often. You know, they're not in stride, the Cavs. This is a nice evening for the Nets, as Dudley, by his expression, although he does chastise even on ones where he does get a good shot in. But this is an opportunity where if they keep pushing the ball, attention to the defensive end, and I think that's why, well, Sam back in now as Duds comes out. Duds with the 2 and Sam with the 2.
And Chris with some words for Ed Rush. Nance with 14 points.
They gave that foul to Williams that we tried to give to Nardi, huh?
Here's Petro.
Now, he's been great at that against Kerr, because even if Kerr gets up on him and he's set, he can't get up with him. He can't elevate.
Ross's second field goal in 5 attempts. And we're tied again at 40. Here's Ferry.
Oh, look at Nance just through Mills. That's not like Johnny Most, right?
Count that. Mills gets the foul.
The ride out. I've seen worse. 2-0, fellas, but let him play a little. Oh, my goodness.
That's not a foul.
Phantom. Yo. Guys have to know what you're going to call, too. Mills has no clue how to play him now. What can I do?
It's okay to be inconsistent. It may sound silly as long as you're consistent in your inconsistency.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Mills with Elo now. Not as easy to shoot over him, but when you move, you do get free.
Petros hit 2 in a row. The Nets need his hot hand, and they lead it 42-41. 6:10 left first half. Here's Kerr.
Little double from Elo.
Ferry has really struggled against the Nets. Mills to Bowie.
Nice widening out by Draws, but they never saw him. Should come to him. Should come to him.
Ferry went for it and tied up as Coleman comes over. We'll get a jump ball. Chris Morris will come back into the net lineup. He'll replace Terry Mill.
Misuse of the dribble really got Draws in trouble there, but he should have had it sooner.
Get him the ball.
Yeah, I mean, over here, cross-courted. Particularly when he gets on a little roll.
He's hit 2 in a row now. Ferry and Coleman on the jump. It's controlled by Ferry. Derek got up a little too soon. Battle set to come into the Cleveland line.
Oh my goodness, got to be Ferry. Oh, Derek.
It's getting tough.
Derek.
Wilkins comes out. Bill Fitch and Tom Newell.
Derek he threw a punch. Hopefully an open hand and undetected. Yeah, here goes Tommy Nunez. I don't know what Ferry was thinking there. Just corralled without rope. Nets very fortunate here.
They call double technicals?
Yeah, I think so. They got an offensive foul on Ferry.
Danny Ferry.
And here's the holdup to the left.
His first. Also, technical foul.
And right there, well,
against Danny Ferry and Johnson Petrovic.
And Coleman came in with
that's you know, it wasn't caught here, but you know the league. When they look at it, and right here, Draws was upset because he. Oh, I see. I guess Ferry felt he got a little excess on that end.
He just went for the ball, really. I think, and he just fell over him.
George Finkel. One thing does beget another. George and Ellen on top of it.
And George with a real tough shot. And the rebound, Nance knocked away, and finally the Cavaliers control it. 5:15 left in this first half. Who said familiarity breeds contempt?
Nice play by Chris Mills.
Morris wants it himself. The big train comes storming through the lane.
Air afloat.
450 left in the half.
He can soar. They got the mismatch, and they're not going to it again. Inside with Williams, played by Morris.
3 on the 24. Battle just tries to throw it up, and he hits the backboard. Net basketball. 3-point lead. They're on the run. Petro around Ferry. Gets it to Morris. Drazen leans, doesn't get the call. Ferry with the rebound.
Price has been getting that call all series.
That's right, good point. Battle and a trap.
Draws at the one end with great defense, though he had the mismatch. But here comes C. Morris. And if this ball hits you, you will see no more. Exclamation.
4:15 left in the half. Price is back in the lineup for the Cavaliers.
You might see Tate take him low eventually. Run their stuff.
Coleman with 10 on the 24. Morris for 3. Got it!
The dribble set it up. And also Durek able to find a cutter.
14 points for Morris. Ferry has the rebound.
Missed timer, huh?
And Petro was breaking. That left Battle free.
Hit the clock.
That winds up going in, but no basket. Here's Doherty back in, replacing Ferry. 3:32 left in the half. Interesting thing about the Cavaliers, win or lose this game, they're flying home right after.
Yeah, that's what they, you know, the shot of Ferry, George Finkel and Ellen had the shot of him. One thing does beget the other, as I mentioned, but still, you've got to have poise. No sense him getting involved holding a guy like that. He's leaving in different ways.
Tate fouled, as you said, posting up Mark Price. Price picks up the foul.
2. Get him in foul trouble, helps the Nets a little bit, huh? And he's become very capable in this area. Price trying to chug him out. Concentration, huh?
Tate, a good free throw shooter. Now he has missed his first 2. 5 points for Tate George. Nets again by 7. That equals their largest lead, 48-41. You see the time remaining. Approaching 3 minutes.
Little curl and roll the post.
Doherty.
Cross trying to help. Ineffective with that size difference.
Looking for Coleman.
Should have shot it. Nice look, though.
Pass just a little behind.
Tough catch, right.
Price got free for 2. Free for 2.
The long rebound.
And that's over the limit. It will be a 2-shot foul. Whitney Blaylock will come back into the net lineup when we return. 2:43 left in this first half. Nets holding on to a 5-point lead. Tomorrow at 7:30 on Sports Channel America, Howard Johnson, Bobby Bonilla, and Jeff Torborg's New York Mets host the Houston Astros. The Mets in Houston tomorrow night at 7:30. Mets on deck at 7:15 only on Sports Channel America.
And Spencer, a little item here. In the crowd tonight are the Newark Small Fry. Joe DiVincenzo, who's been involved in this project with Steve Adubato. It's a Project Pride. Jerry Eisenberg, the columnist, is involved. And their kids have been in this small fry. It's up to age 12, but you can't be taller than 5'1". And they won the national championship, and they're the guests of the Nets tonight. Newark beat Riverside Church, and you can name a ton of guys out of Riverside Church. So this is a real step forward for Project Pride, the Newark Boys Club, and of course the North Ward with Steve Adubato and Joe DiVincenzo. Yeah,
great win. They won. They played it down in Kenner, Louisiana.
Outside New Orleans.
And one of the kids who was a pretty good player on that team, one of the stars of that team, who just got a little too big.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens to some of these kids. That's a problem. In the middle of a season, you can lose your job, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, Coach Holmes and Coach Ali worked so diligently with these kids, and I've watched them. It's a tribute to those men and their involvement in the community. Nice.
Mills puts it home. Of course, the youngster I'm talking about who outgrew the team and was one of the stars, your little boy, Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Little Billy. Great kid.
Look at this. That was the problem in both games. You go over to help, and the other guy cleans it up. It's really a problem.
50-47. The Nets lead it by 3. Sam Bowie.
Good look.
Some hoops from Sam, and he comes up with one.
He hasn't really had a lot of positions to make shots. He's always had under duress, and that time his timing with him, able to negate the defense by Doherty.
5-point net lead, 52-47. We have 1:40 left in the half.
Nice job by the Nets stepping around and through. That's hard work defensively.
Dance. Foul. See if it goes against Sam. If it is, it's his third. It is.
Down to 2 seconds and just a little breakdown to enable Nance here as Morris gambles on the high side. If he had stayed in position, there's no foul and maybe a 24-second violation. Instead, Sam gets his third. You know, that Derek Coleman situation where he threw the left, I'm sure the league will take a look at it. He might have some problems, even though it didn't happen tonight. A fine of sorts.
What did they do before videotape?
They left it in the hands of the officials.
Morris is alone. He's had the hot hand. 4-3, buries it. Mo's hit 2 in a row from 3-point land. He has 17 points in this first half, and the Nets lead by 7.
Illegal.
You know, the interesting thing about Morris, and we've been talking about this, he's had a great season. He's stepped up his game, done so many good things. He's kind of forgotten about his outside game. And tonight, he's really picked it up.
He has, although, you know, stepping back out with that pushing of the ball down deep, if he can help Draws, now it's a problem in rotation. Who do they go to?
Price finds the open man.
That he does.
You play with him, you know you're going to get the basket.
Just get your hand set. Palms up.
Doherty went down. He's in pain. His knee.
Knee or foot, huh?
Not sure. Mills puts it home.
He's running it off.
Doherty waves off. Lenny Wilkins says, I'm okay. Nets again by 7. 40 seconds left in the half. Williams, nice move.
Amazing, huh? The steps, it's tough to get in there. Close it off. Tough post pass from out there.
Mills to Morris. Beauty. Oh.
Cut. And look.
19 for Mo. And the Nets again by 7. Final seconds of the first half.
And Chris Morris looking at Bill Fitch to see what the call is. Nice slide by Morris.
Battle was all alone.
Those angles are important. If the ball's in a certain spot, you sometimes try and slide by.
Drazen finds Mills with 4 seconds left in the half. Morris went for the tip, and that'll do it. First half comes to a close.
Mentioned earlier the assists, how important it seems to be in most NBA games, and the Nets doing a great job. That 8 margin of difference. So let's see if we can continue.
20 assists on 27 baskets is very, very good. Nearly about 70%, I guess that is. If my mathematics is correct.
It's generally pretty good. I've heard you play gin. Howard David, our radio man, ran out of fingers and toes, so he had to use you.
That's a great game. Now here's Morris out on the floor. Great first half for Mo with 19 points. 8 for 8 from the floor. That is known as perfection.
And they'll need a lot more perfection as the breakdown defensively, how they attack the offense of Cleveland.
Bowie in the middle, Blaylock, Petrovic the backcourt, Morris and Coleman up front. Here's Bowie with 10 on the 24, guarded by Doherty, who's playing with 2 fouls. Sam trying to back him in. Good shot.
Sure was. Bill trying to establish him early.
Nance with the rebound. Nance, Sanders, Doherty up front. Kerr and Price. Pick and roll. Sanders, pretty.
Now they do that so well from all spots. That's what makes it tough. I mean, you haven't seen that often with Sanders.
No. And yet Sanders knows how to go to the hoop. 10th year in the NBA.
Price knows how to get it to him.
Petro. In and outer. Nance with the rebound. 3-point net lead just underway here in the third quarter. Here's Price tripped up. Mookie will get the foul.
Yeah, he actually fouled him before the trip. But that's about the only way to stop that pick and roll, at least so far.
That's his second foul on the first on the team.
The Oklahoma connection, huh? When you think of it. Mookster playing there, although he's a Texas kid. And everybody in Oklahoma wanted Mark sing and dance as a Sooner. Nice job by Draws getting around that little post screen. There's a play that's been effective. Back screen. They established Doherty. This time everybody stays at home on their own guy.
Sam got the hand up. The basket for Brad Doherty, who's got 10 points now, and the net lead is down to 1. Cavs have scored the first 2 baskets to start this third quarter. Coleman. Drazen for 3. Got it.
Well, he whirled that one in. He had the shoulder. He had the Croatian it in. Bada bing, we got the signs up.
The Bada Bing boys are over in 126 tonight. Here's Price. Good dish to Sanders.
Just stand there, guys. He'll get it to you. Breaks down the perimeter D.
62-60. Nets by a deuce. Morris. Drazen. Nice feed. Knocked away from Coleman. Bowie has it. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
So it should be Sanders with the swipe.
You're right.
A little frenetic pace. Conducive to the Nets right now.
Sanders has picked up his 4th personal.
And this is one that Sam thought he had counted, huh?
And sometimes it can be a positive for the Cavaliers.
Oh, they're saying on the side.
He was shooting the basketball.
Oh, my goodness. Yo. I mean, the hands were up.
Here's Mookie firing away. And it turns into a wasted trip for the Nets instead of 2 points on the board. Nance knocked away by Bowie. Picked up by Petro. Drazen to Mookie. On Morris on the follow. Whoa.
Everybody down. The 4 guys, Sam balanced the floor. But that's why you run the floor. You don't always convert.
64-6.
On top of his game.
Mookie went for the steal and picked up the foul.
Well, you like Morris because of his activity, don't you? You see Derek running, dragging the defense, and pretty good release by Mookie in traffic, but one of the great finishers on misses. See Morris.
21 points for Mo. 9:20 left third quarter. Nets by 4.
Well, they got to pay attention to business on this end, or there won't be no Mo.
Coleman came over, and Derek picks up the foul.
Nance hanging a little bit just to make sure Derek has the contact, but they have been able frequently to turn the corner. You've got to address the dribbler and then the slip pass.
So Nance back in the line.
Need some containment on the bounce. It's really individual.
18 points for Nance. Interesting. Nance and Morris have become the scorers for their ball games tonight, for their ball team. Tamo!
Everybody looking for him to pop out. Now, how many guys would you throw that kind of pass and expect that kind of result?
Chris and Morris.
Nobody on this plate, on this table, huh? Spinarcolo, Corin.
No. That's again by 4 here. Sanders.
A much better job by Morris.
Nets thought he had walked. Doherty. Kerr's alone. With 5 on the 24. Nance, 3 on the 24. with one in the 24. Sanders with a miss on the follow. Doherty, and it comes over to Mookie Blaylock. Nets start running. 3 against 3. The Mookster. Morris. Pretty intense. Coleman with a little 10-footer off the mark.
Good shot, though.
Yeah.
Can't beat those shots.
5 remains. Third quarter. Nets 66. Cavaliers 62.
Sam
Hardy. Morris went for the rebound. We'll get a foul against Nance over the back.
Sam having his troubles on the offensive end because of pretty good pressure. This was just gorgeous earlier. Back to you, folks. Don't try that unless you've paid up the medical bills.
Petro got it off. And Drazen tried to keep it alive. He does. Kerr goes. Oh, they're going to get a foul on Mookie.
Was the turnover. Can't argue with it. I know what Bill would like to do with that ball. More personal decision time for Bill. And right there you can see the giveaway. And they'll call that anytime it's going to create that turnover.
So Mook playing with 4 fouls now. Price with a floater. Price with a follow. He's got 9 points. The net lead is 2. 7:20 left third quarter.
Oh, got to get that one, huh? The little guy up in the middle. Everybody frozen in their tracks.
Got to get it to Coleman. It'll still be net ball.
Tough little passes in traffic. 8 seconds. Plenty of time.
Count that, and 1. Oh, Sam needed that.
Needs the dribble. He's been addressing all his moves with a turnaround and an occasional bounce. They want to hug him, make him pay for it. He can handle, deliver, and a chance for 3.
Hey, George back in the lineup replaces Mookie Blaylock. Sanders leaves. He's picked up his 5th personal. Sam unable to complete the 3-point play. Here's Steve Kerr, 4-3. Coleman tipped it, but it comes over to Price.
They are quick to those free balls, aren't they?
Price, 2-pointer. He's got 11.
Got a challenge, though. Come in ready. Offensive rebound, and then the jumper. Morris should be able to beat him with the dribble, don't you think?
Coleman, in and outer. Doherty with the rebound, gets it out over to Price. Nice feet to Nance in the lane. We're tied.
Nice
20 points for Nance.
You're right. Good call, too. The delay to Nance. Did they go for 20 or the full? Nice play by Price.
It'll be a full timeout right here with 6:11 left in this third quarter. We're tied. Tomorrow night on Sports Channel, the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers continue to fight to advance to the second round of the playoffs. Don't miss Game 6 of the Patrick Division semifinals tomorrow night, 7:30, live and exclusive right here on Sports Channel. And we're hoping to be back with you on Thursday night, should this go to a 4th game. 8 o'clock start in that one here at the Meadowlands, and hopefully we'll see you out here at the Meadowlands. Tickets available for the second game here at home. Second chance opportunities. See the Cavaliers with an edge.
And that's 4 for 11, struggling. A couple of goals. They'd be in good shape. Good open shot. Tough here.
And on the steal, here's Doherty. 3 against 2. Becomes 3 against 3. Gives it to Williams. Oh, he stuck his arm out. Count it and 1.
Tate George and Bill Fitch trying to help with the call. Their delayed break twice now has cost them. Doherty with a little step through, and yep, there's that arm. Near the A, usually the other way.
Not that time. And here's Williams trying to complete the three-point play. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Nets have led in this ball game by as many as 7. Down now 71-68. A slow starting third quarter for New Jersey.
Well, you notice the problem, no open court opportunities. Now they have to rely on their half-court set, and they've been coming up empty. Another good shot.
Morris on the follow. Oh, beauty.
That was a kiss. Tough angle, reach back with the English.
25 for Mo. Here's Price right back.
Oh, what a shot. What selection. They got to up-tempo, push it.
George knocked away. Here's Price. Petro back.
Look at the numbers. 4
against 1. Oh, offensive foul. Drazen Petrovic picked it up on a 4 against 1. Write that down, because let me tell you, coming into this ball game, that could be the big play.
Watch the foot, though. This is what kills them. The legs and Drazen with the theatrics.
What a big, big play right there. Break for the Nets.
Well, they need some life. That might give them some.
Petro leaning in. No good. Rebound pulled down. Doherty.
And the Nets are not sprinting back all of a sudden.
4:35 remain. Price.
He walked.
Coleman comes up with a rebound. Here's Tate George. He sees a lane, puts it up, and the foul. They'll get him for the offensive foul.
That time you got to make the, you draw the guy to you, got to give it up. And this is for Kenny Anderson. They need a little life. Bill turning the switch.
Kenny, who is a factor in the Nets comeback on Saturday night, getting his first opportunity here, and the crowd
Think they like him?
They love him.
He's just got to do a great job defensively, though. It's not going to be easy on this end. Morris, nice fronting down low.
Lance Morris cuts the baseline off. Open is Battle.
Good open shooter, too.
They find the open man. Cleveland's biggest lead, 5 points, 4 minutes left third quarter, 75-70 Cavaliers. Drazen, next for 3, way off the mark.
A little quick, too, huh? Offense by Doherty to shove on Bowie.
Doherty picks up the foul. Doherty, that is his 3rd. He may have set a record tonight for offensive foul.
Yeah, there are quite a few of them. Nets have to come up with some answers here. Open the middle, let Kenny beat his guy. There's the mismatch. Now they get back.
And the assist for Anderson on the Coleman basket. Well, it's first 2 of this half.
What Kenny did was through some confusion with the dribble penetration. They were stuck on that 70 for a while.
That's with only 13 points in this quarter.
Derek with a great job trying to play Battle and help Drazen out.
Battle looked like he was fouled. Didn't get the call.
Give it up.
Petro, Coleman through the lane. The Nets are within 1.
Drazen with a nice give to the middle.
Nets have climbed back to within 1 at 75-74. And a timeout, Cleveland.
And Lenny not real happy, but right here, Drazen, once he saw the white shirts, gave it up. The size basket by DC. A little life with the kid in.
We invite you to get caught up in the excitement of Nets basketball as the Nets continue to improve. They're in the playoffs right now and looking ahead to next season. Receive information on Nets season tickets for the 1992-93 season by calling the Nets office at 201-935-8888. 201-935-8888. Operators are standing by, and they will give you the information you seek. Right here, a 75-74 ball game. Nets have scored the last 4 points. Kenny Anderson's coming to the lineup, and like Saturday night, he has given his team a spark.
He sure has. And what he can do when you're stagnant is churn it up a little, make people pay attention to the dribbler, and then give it up to somebody who can nail one. They stayed home on this. Oh, goodness.
Sam will get the foul.
Net foul number 31, Sam Bowie. That's his 4th personal.
So Sam has picked up his 4th.
And more importantly, over the limit, huh?
Shooting.
So Daugherty will go to the line. From the line tonight, 2 for 2. And he's been averaging over 15 free throws a game in this series.
He's been living there. We got a moment now, Spencer. Try Bud Dry. It's dry brewed, not watered down. To drink light, yet satisfy completely. Why ask why? Try Bud Dry.
Well, Daugherty can miss a free throw.
Tough shot.
Morris.
Tough shot.
Rebound pulled down by Price. Not the shot you needed right there with a chance to tie. An alley-oop to Nance.
And good help by Derek.
10 of the 24. Price against Anderson. Shoots it for 3. And the rebound comes down to Williams, who cannot put it home, but on the follow Nance.
Too many guys on the 10. And Sam Bowie out on Daugherty. Once the shot goes up, you got to come sprinting in.
So the Nets down 4 again. 1:48 left, 3rd quarter. Anderson finds Coleman.
Look at him work.
Sam able to capture it. And on the follow, Coleman just a little too hard on the jam attempt. Just
Trying to
a
make-
little too excited.
Trying to give a message. Got to hang tough now. Get through this minute 33. You know, Sam would have been better throwing an air pass over the rim because Coleman was all alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He tried to make it. Tough to think of in the heat of battle.
Oh, Price is open.
Can't relax. See, Kenny got caught down low.
15 for Price. The Nets are down 6. 1:10 left, 3rd quarter. That's the biggest lead of the ball game for the Cavaliers.
And Price keeping Kenny in front of him.
Petro fouled by Battle. Only the 4th team foul. First one in the final 2 minutes against Cleveland. So Morris will inbound it. Battle picks up the foul. Anderson takes the step. The block by Williams, and a good one.
Got to get a passing lane just to help him. Tough run right now. Look at this.
All along was Daugherty on the pretty feed from Price. He's got 13, and the Nets are down 8. The Nets are getting into serious trouble right here.
In deep trouble. They have not been able to address the offensive end in some lazy, spotty defense. Getting back and got to make this. If you don't, wow.
Big three-pointer for Morris.
Stop and get the ball back. Get their heads in this thing.
There you see the score, a 5-point Cavalier lead.
He's got quick feet to stop Price, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So does he. To shoot that jumper.
6 points for Battle. Again, the Nets down 7. Looking for the final shot here in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know if they've looked up at the clock. Yeah, now they do. They should go to the goal to try and get to the free throw line.
That's not the shot you wanted to finish a quarter with. Instead, the Cavaliers have it, but the horn sounds ending the 3rd quarter. And it doesn't end on a positive note for the Nets. They're down 7. There could be 12 minutes remaining in the season. The Nets would like to make that not the case. Lenny Wilkins would like to go home and not have to worry anymore about the New Jersey Nets and await the Boston Celtics. The winner of this series takes on the Celtics as Brian Winters to the left of Lenny, but a tough 3rd quarter for the Nets. Outscored 30-18. That 5-point halftime lead erased. We start the 4th quarter. It is Price and Battle the backcourt. Williams, Daugherty, Nance up front for the Cavaliers. And Mookie picks up the foul, and this is not the time to pick up your 5th.
No.
10 seconds into the quarter. Mookie now with 5 persons.
And that matchup with Battle, he knows if he makes the curl, the pass is delivered, the Battle's going to knock it down. So not understanding his dilemma, but yet trying to be aggressive.
Dudley up for Bowie now to start the fourth quarter. Anderson, Blaylock the backcourt. Mills up front with Morris. As Coleman gets a rest. Here's Battle.
Oh, come on. How about that?
Dudley tried to save it.
They're saying that they were out of bounds. Can't get it going right now. Hang in there, though. I mean, it's a chance that they could do some things on the defensive end so they can run the ball. They need some flow. Nice slide through by Kenny Anderson. Take a little hop, slow it down.
Mills with the rebound, gets it out to Anderson. That's in the run, 3 against 2. Anderson stopping and popping. Good shot.
Sure was.
This would not go. Here's Price back the other way.
And Dudley really saved the Nets by getting back on guard. This is where he's tough, bouncing himself into a rhythm.
That stayed with him. Mills with another rebound. Foul from behind by Nance. Nance's 4th person. We'll check it as 3rd.
Not a good one, and Lenny taking the walk. Of course, the Olympic coach we mentioned, the assistant, with P.J. Carlesimo, Mike Krzyzewski. That's a quick one, too, without getting all the way turned around. God. It starts, breaks, too, those kind of nice little deflection by Mookie.
Let's need some offense here now. Here's Anderson to Morris. Terry Mills driving on Williams, and the foul. Hot Rod picks it up, and Mills will go to the line to shoot 2.
Terry did a good job initiating the contact there. That's what they need. Run up, get situations that doesn't dictate a lot of bumps, a lot of situations where the defense can get back the shot blocking position.
Kerr comes in the lineup replacing Price. We have 10:26 remaining in this 4th quarter. The Nets are down 7. And Terry Mills with his 7th point of the ball game. One of 2 for Mills. This is the time where you cannot afford to miss any of them from the line.
6 is a large number the way the Nets are struggling.
Yeah.
Good chance now with Price out to step it up a little bit. Not let guys turn the corner. And one, huh? Got Kenny outside.
Yeah, Kenny. Yeah.
Or Mills.
Yep. Well, they got on that bill. So John Williams will go to the line to shoot 2.
15 of 18 they are. Nets just not getting there that often, right?
That's right. 4 of 9 from the line. They have 16 points to 4 for the Nets. They've outscored the Nets from the line by 12. This is not unique when the Nets play the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We addressed this before. It's the spacing and the mismatches and causes you to reach, get there late to check out, end up fouling.
8-point lead now for Cleveland. 86-78. There's Morris. Dudley against Williams. Way off the mark. Stevie Kerr with a rebound. Cavaliers can go up double digits now with 9:45 remaining in the ball game.
And really not getting that scoring from the box, are they? Dirk can't rest much more. Kenny.
Nope.
Look at this.
Second chance. Nance has it.
Quicker to the ball. We've seen it all series. Had a chance for a stop and get it to 6.
Morris very nearly picks up a foul. Battle on the drive, finds Nance. Crawford from behind.
They got walked before, and Morris hustled.
On the walk. Lenny Wilkins irate off the Cleveland bench. And the Nets call a 20-second timeout. They need a 20-second timeout. You see it there, a little hop right there.
Yeah, nice call. Well, for the Nets, a nice call. Lenny not real happy.
Here's a Net team that shot 54% in the first half. They're down to 46 now. They had 59 points at the half. They have 19 points here in the second half.
No open floor opportunities, but with that dilemma, and Draws not in, Chris Morris has to become very active without the basketball. Draws and Coleman. 9-17. I think the next stoppage. What do you think?
I would think at least by the timeout, which comes a little under 7 minutes. Here's Mookie on the drive. It just won't go. And last touch by the Nets. It'll go over to the Cavaliers. 9:04 remaining. Cleveland 86 and the Nets 78.
Very makeable, would you say?
Yeah. Morris got his hands on it. With 9 of the 24 that still belong to the Cavaliers.
Now they're not working as hard, the Cavs. The Nets could take it to them, step their level of intensity up here. Nance uses his hands well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Two guys talk.
No, you can't do that.
Judgment.
Here's Nance. 10-point lead. Big 4-point swing right there on the turnover. Chance to get it again within 6, and instead it is up to 10. Petrovic set to come back into the lineup. Here's Anderson. Kenny the Kid gets the hoop. His first 2. Coleman and Petrovic set to come back into the lineup. 8:10 remaining.
Tough. And that pass to Chris, he took 2 tough shots in that pass. You've got to use that head out there. Let him take those. Look at this, though.
Battle with a second chance. It's back to 10.
You know what they do very well, Spencer? They don't get contact. They give that cushion. They're good leapers, and they're quick. So they get a piece of the ball tipping without any contact.
Mookie for 3. And the Cavs have it. Doherty with the ball. 7:35 remaining in this ball game. And at this point, 7:35 remaining in the Nets season. They need a spark. Hopefully Coleman and Petrovic could give it to them in the final 7 minutes.
Well, they've had chances, but haven't rebounded on misses on this end.
Here's Doherty with good position. Rebound Morris. Foul Nance. First team foul against the Cavs. Coleman and Petrovic back into the net lineup. Anderson leads. And Morris leads. Leads with 28 points.
And number 44, Jared Coleman. Returning for Cleveland, number 25, Mark Price.
So down 10, the Nets have to make their big move right here. A foul before. Foul goes against Mark Price. So Mark Price has picked up his 3rd. The Cavaliers with 14 fouls. 7:12 remaining. And the Nets need a big burst right here. Petro.
Nice little call, little double down. This is the end, though. Stops, rebound, run. Get some situations in the open floor.
The Nets are going to make the move. It has to come now. Doherty. This is Nance around Mills. Dudley got his hand on it, and Duds picks up the foul. And it'll be a 2-shot foul. Nance will go to the line. And we got a timeout right here. 90-82 Cleveland. 6:46 remaining.
Nice help by Dudley. Ends up with the tag. Straight, and it hurts.
Hopefully, if the Nets can mount a comeback here, we'll be back with you on Thursday night for Game 4 of this opening round of the NBA playoffs. That's Thursday night at 8 p.m. Live and exclusive right here on Sports Channel. Chris Morris on the bench, a 28-point effort from him. Hit his first 11 shots, one off the NBA playoff record of 12 in a row. Nance now with 25. See the Cavaliers now, that'll make it 18 of 21 from the line. The Nets are 4 of 9. 26 for Nance, and again it's a 10-point lead with 6:40 remaining. Nets need a spurt here.
Well, they got the switch back.
Mills to Dudley. On the follow, Coleman.
I think they're going to get Derek the ball. He was free on the box on that back screen by Drazen. They need quick hitters, but good shots.
92-84. Petro picks up the foul.
And Mills, when he didn't have the jumper, nice slip pass, and look at the nice little touch. Position, and ability.
Both teams with 14 fouls now. Dudley with a steal of Petrovic. And Drazen will have the easy deuce. And the Nets are within 6. Dudley making it happen. Rusher here. Darty calls a timeout. One little play could turn a ball game around. But one play does not make a 48-minute ball game. The Nets have to keep up the intensity. 22nd timeout by the Cavaliers, 92-86. The Nets are within 6 with 6:07 remaining.
Well, Spencer, you mentioned you're searching for something to light you up. A nice denial by Dudley. Everybody's got to step it up at that end. You know, down to 6, plenty of time. Get some rhythm on the offensive end. That's the key. And complete the sequences with rebounds as you guard the Cavs.
Ball belongs to Cleveland. 6:07 remains. 92-86 Cavaliers. Full court pressure by the Nets. Mookie's got to be careful. Nance takes the jumper.
Oh.
That will quickly quiet the crowd down, won't it?
How about that noise bothering him? Not at all.
28 points for Nance. Big effort from him, for the 11-year veteran from Clemson. Coleman
cannot stop the guy.
Get him the ball.
Here's a problem now. You got to contain until Mookie can get back.
Price for 3. A second chance opportunity. Nance won't go. And Dudley comes up with the basketball. Let's cut it to 4. 5.5 remaining. Petro around Nance. Count it if it. Oh, they got an offensive foul on it.
Mathis right there, so he must have felt he put the arm out. Crowd didn't like it at all. Gets the angle. You got to get contact.
Now they got it the other way against Battle. I didn't like the first call. I'm not crazy about this one either.
The delay of the game as well.
But the ball belongs to the Nets with 5:21 remaining.
Good shot. Get Drazen in motion. Get Derek down on the box on a screen. There's the screen. A little delayed, but stay with it.
10 of the 24. Coleman with 6.
Well, he's been illegal.
To Dudley. Not so within 4.
Great cut.
Oh, and Battle threw a punch at Petrovic, and Battle picks up the foul.
Only in the playoffs, huh? And here's a mild-mannered guy, and Draz trying to get the house going, acting like Guy Lombardo on New Year's.
Battle will leave. Stevie Kerr back in to take his place. The Nets are within 4 with 4:50 remaining.
Trying to run the same kind of play.
Petro, 4-3, got it! Bada bing! 94-93.
He's got to get composure now. He doesn't want to foul. Do anything silly.
Price. Oh, Tommy Nunes was calling it the other way. And instead it goes against Petro. And the Nets are over the limit. And this is an automatic 2-point.
Wow. Whether you disagree with it or not, that was what they were looking for.
I disagree.
Pretty good position. Oh, is that tough?
So here's Price to shoot 2. The NBA's best free throw shooter at 95%. The Nets are down 2.
Relax now. Right back in the game. Run the same stuff. Get Derek moving. Get Draz using the bumps. Use the back screen on the slice cut to the box.
Coleman.
Oh, they got Dudley, I think. Yep. On Kerr. Oh, goodness.
A tell you something. You talk about being taken out of the flow. It's been a lot of whistles tonight. Coleman went for it, knocked it away, picked up by Williams, who gets it to Price. 4 minutes remain. Cavaliers by 3. Price fouled in the play.
And that's like an automatic deuce.
Yeah, can't push the man, you don't want to foul.
Well, he can turn it up a notch as he blows by, creates. Here's Mills has got to help. He's in Mookie's way, and he knows he doesn't have the foot speed.
So Price shooting 2, that's 1. 21 of 24 from the line. The Nets are 4 of 9 from the line. And again, getting murdered on the free throw line by the Cavaliers. 98-93. It's back to 5 again. Nets cannot waste another trip right here.
No.
They had it to 1.
This guy is right there. They go to him.
Mookie for 3. Got it!
He won't take bad shots, Coleman. Let him touch it.
Metro goes 48 minutes offense and hustles on defense, and the foul against Dudley on the reach.
Not going to score that far out.
Darty, who's been near perfect from the line tonight, 3 for 4 in this series. 32 for 35.
That's the experience at this time of the year. You don't want to give him the automatic 2 or the opportunity for the 2.
Right there for the Nets. 3:28 remains. 98-96 Cleveland. A 3-point Cavalier lead.
I'd ride that same little play. Slice cut up, Mills, back screen Coleman. Here he comes, get him to the box. Cause the mismatch. When they double.
And DC puts it home.
Ride it, ride it.
99-98, Cavaliers by 1. They led by 10 earlier in this 4th quarter.
So Chris was up trying to defend on the pass. Just don't want to foul out there, and they got the offensive block by either Kerr or Nance. Nance.
And the ball will go over to the Nets with 3 minutes remaining. 99-98 Cavaliers.
Well, the post run, you can see the late step, and he was in motion, but how about Draz? Getting the attention.
A chance to take the lead.
There they go, same play.
Mills. Terry Mills. Dudley on the follow! Chris Dudley has given the Nets the lead. 100-99. Timeout, Cleveland.
Number 2-2 with the touch. Score it.
Frankie Capisa
All right.
a good time on the sidelines.
You never know that he was an attorney, a member of the bar, and a client of Spinarco's.
Client, reserve, and a client of Jim Spinarco's, yes.
Well, keep up the pressure. The press has been good to them. It's rattled the Cavs into some mistakes.
There's Williams along. Puts it home. 17 for Williams, and Nets are down a point. 101-100, 2:24 remains.
Now go with what got you there, and they are. Same screen, and then drags his guy out.
Coleman, great position.
They cannot play him. He has proven that 3 nights out. Let him touch it.
102-101, the Nets by a point. 2 minutes remain, 2 minutes.
Now you don't want to gamble, stay at home. Luke sliding at the right time because of the depth.
And Dudley with the block. Dudley trying to save a net ball. Price the last to touch. Chris Dudley with a steal earlier for a basket, and another steal off a block.
Big time block, and Price did hit it out. But how about the effort of Chris? You're correct.
Minute 50 remains. The Nets lead by 1. Coleman.
Force him to double and then find somebody.
Dudley Mills keeps it alive, and the Nets have the ball. To Petro. A minute and a half remains. 102, 101 New Jersey. Coleman.
And the kid wants it, too. Now they got a cut for him.
Coleman again. Turn around. No good. Mills on the follow.
They got draws. Not a good one. Overzealous. Well, Lenny Wilkins beside himself. Very fortunate. This is terrific position. Mills clears out. Dudley's help, of course, screens underneath the tin and then completes. The draws, not good job. That's the composure I mentioned.
Yeah.
Play within yourself. Don't get excited because you got to lead. These kids are tough on the foul line, too.
Overzealousness, though, is what has helped to get the Nets to this point, right?
But you always got to grasp it. Always got to keep it and modify it.
Know where you are. And Stevie Kerr at the line has cut the deficit to 2. 8 points for Kerr.
You shoot 80 on this team and you're a disgrace.
That's right. Get out of here.
83 for this kid from Arizona.
1 point net lead, and again in need of a hoop. 104, 103, a minute 10 remaining.
Now Mookie's got to get the ball back so they can go, there you go.
Set it up now.
Same little side screen.
Petro, 4-3, got it!
Oh! This is as good as being home, he's saying. Bada bing!
107, 103, the Nets by 4, and Petro with a hand in his face.
Thank you, big fella. Well, Spencer.
Our boys from Staten Island.
Bada bing guys got what they wanted. And then Frankie on high, Graz with the touchdown call.
107, 103. The Nets lead by 4. A minute 2 remains in the ball game. A stop here is what's needed. Coleman with a steal. Nets have the ball. Petro got to slow it. There's no rush.
Control, time. Move, Holland for it.
Knocked away. Well, it was a good thought because Kerr was taking Coleman off the switch.
He did not fake it.
Price for 3. Coleman goes high. What a rebound.
The long arm of the law. Did he want it? And they should keep it away from Dudley.
And the foul goes against Price. Mookie will go to the line to shoot 2.
Bill Fitch trying to calm draws down a little bit.
A 25-11 run for the Nets. Mookie misses the free throw.
Now that shot of Coleman was because of the rebound.
Yeah. Oh.
Our guy's on top. I mean, he went up with authority.
Big free throw. 1 of 2 for Mookie, who now has 10 points. The Nets by 5. 25.4 seconds remaining. No fouls. Just let them get a shot and hold on to the basketball. Just try and kill a little time. Make them take 10 seconds.
Use the clock. Nothing silly. Excellent understanding by the Nets on riding a guy in a play. Mills on one box, back screen on Coleman. He goes to the box. Occasionally a mismatch. They didn't double all the time. When they did, he found somebody. And that rebound by DC. Oh, how often have we seen him come up with a big play?
Watch this.
This is his and nobody else's. Look at that. And the gather, I mean, he was up with the big people after that one.
When that ball comes off the rim, I didn't think he had a chance at that rebound.
That's
Williams behind him.
Big time snatch. Grab it. He couldn't get both hands on it, but
108, 103, the Nets by 5. Now, since Coleman and Petrovic returned, take a look at that. They have 18 of the 28 points. The Nets were down 10, and now are leading in the ball game by 5. Whoa, what a run. There's your timeout situation. Cavs with a full, and Nets with 3 full. And if the Nets can hold on here, we're going to be back on Thursday night for game number 4. And again, you just need one to make you believe you can. Everything is a step forward.
And this is, you know that they can get, this is a situation where you're going to look for the threes, but also their penetration and the kickback. You can't rush the offense. It's got to be pace, get the ball, and make sure when you get to the free throw line, you nail them. That's the key. That's what wins these games. But pay attention to the three-point shooters. Price, Kerr, Furry in the game, he can shoot them too.
Ferry will inbound. 25.4 seconds remaining. 108-103. Nets by 5.
And make them use a little bit of time if possible.
Let's see it out of bounds. Williams. Don't foul. On the follow. Ferry has it. Price. Kerr. That's for 3. Off the rim and out. 10 seconds remaining. And a foul on Dudley with 9.5 seconds remaining. Oh, Stevie Kerr's shot.
It's sweeter.
So close. Somebody put the ash can cover on top of the rim.
Or shook it.
Dudley has fouled out. What an effort by Chris Dudley tonight. The 2 steals, the block, the basket. He gave the Nets the lead for the first time.
Well, the center spot has been a problem.
Yep.
They haven't been getting the numbers. Collectively, Sam and Dudley stepped up, particularly the first quarter with Bowie defensively on Doherty and this last set. By the Yelly. Push off, got away.
Price for 3. Let's go for the rebound. Petro has it. Petro's fouled with 2.7 seconds remaining. A 4-point net lead.
Well,
and right here, you could just about rack it up and count it up because the Nets have apparently salvaged this one with a marvelous, marvelous effort.
well, they give the foul here, and Draws wisely goes with the flow, and Kerr with the additional shove. But they believed, I think. I mean, we're all sitting around watching, and nothing was happening. Bill rested Coleman, rested Petro. We've got 9. Started thinking about putting him in. He got in late in the 7, like under 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, things just changed around. But going with the same set.
Petro makes 1 of 2, but it is academic right here, as that is it. What a comeback. What a win for the New Jersey Nets, who come from 10 behind in the 4th quarter to bring this series to a 4th game on Thursday night. That'll be an 8 o'clock start. The final score, the New Jersey Nets 109, the Cleveland Cavaliers 104. We'll be back to wrap things up right after these messages.